Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Abigail Meister, and I'm across the pond. I am in the United States. I am from Kansas City, but I have a presence of a team in the UK and Spain and Italy, and we are just excited about the growth of Riman and the European expansion going on. I came over to London, to Hammersmith, to the headquarters for the first time in October. And, that was a dream come true for me because I was an English literature major in college, but during my studies, I was also a collegiate basketball player, and I got offered to go study abroad, but I couldn't because I was in basketball season. And so it's always been a dream of mine to travel, all throughout Europe. And so being able to work with just something I'm so passionate about. I think every woman has skin. Every morning we wake up, every morning we realize we're aging. And I feel like we have found the mecca, the mothership of all skincare. And it's something that absolutely changes your skin. And then people ask you about it. So I say that's a pretty good business. But being able to expand with the world's number one Korean skincare, in my backyard, all the way into Europe and Asia and these now Latin America countries that are open. I just tell people go work where you want to go because it's a write-off. Go build a team there. And so, you guys are in Europe, but you can also always build in North America. And I'll get into the presentation and I'll show you even some opportunities coming up where you could come. So I don't know what your dreams are or maybe where you want to travel, where you want to go, but I just feel so blessed to be a part of this company. And I'm honored to get to share it with you tonight as maybe you are just joining and you're watching things and you're learning the language, learning the culture, the environment, or maybe you're a prospect and you're looking at this and you're wondering if this could be your next move. So give me just a minute as I take this for a share screen. And, here, and okay, here we go.
Founded in 2018 in South Korea, Riman has quickly emerged as a global leader in K-beauty, with products designed to help you uncover your glow and keep it. From skincare to makeup through ICD, to body and hair care through Boda Lab, and nutrition with Lifening. Each formula is rooted in the timeless rituals of Korean beauty, carrying forward the heritage and wisdom of centuries past, backed by more than 20 patents, 52 awards, and billions in sales. Riman is now shared by a community of hundreds of thousands around the world. At the heart of it all is our continued commitment to reimagine products and opportunities that empower people to become the difference they seek in their world.
All right. So, one of the things when you're looking at an opportunity, when you're looking at a way to, create some extra income to offset your expenses, that could be, an extra 300 pounds a month, anywhere to 10,000 pounds a month. I don't know what your financial goals are here, but you can play at any level. But for me, I wanted to play big. I wanted to have a career where I could work it from my phone. I've been in this industry for almost 11 years, partly because it fit the lifestyle that I dreamed of. I was a single mom for 5 years. I wanted to be in that school line picking my daughter up, and I needed to have an income that I could support the two of us together. And so this was a great business for me. But when looking at the scope of what's a good business, what's a good opportunity, what's trending out there in the marketplace, Well, Korean skincare is not a trend, but what has happened is like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and just the increase in technology and being able to communicate anywhere, anytime, it has risen the demand, spreading why people love Korean skincare. So, looking at this business, I was looking at the statistics, and the K beauty demand is constantly growing. There's one source that cited that by 2040, it was going to be 18.3 billion market. You've got all sorts of retailers and people bringing in K beauty. You don't want to think, okay, well, it's oversaturated. It's to your advantage that it's growing and people have awareness, because in what we do, oftentimes somebody has to hear about something almost 7 times before they make a decision. And I know when I first started looking at this, I came home and was telling my daughter about it, and my daughter was like, I didn't really know what Korean skincare was, but my daughter, who was 13, said, "Oh my gosh, mom, Korean skincare. You have to do it. We have to use it." And she knew all about it, which told me so much about social media and this next upcoming generation. They're looking for holistic, natural ingredients that aren't harmful. They're moving away from toxins and things that my generation has always done. And they know that Korean is special. They're progressive. They're light years ahead of most industries when it comes to the beauty market. So seeing a niche that is on the rise is only to your advantage. There's so many K-beauty brands out there, but just because it's shipped from Korea doesn't make it legit, doesn't make it what we have here, which is the number one Korean beauty company out of South Korea. So all we have to do is use it, talk about it, demo it, and people who know you, like you, trust you, they've heard about it, but they haven't known what brand to try. And that's where your power's at. This company was established in 2018. They had already done 2.5 billion in sales before they even decided to expand. And so they came to North America first, and we launched here in 2023 and then continued to launch in other places like Taiwan, Hong Kong. We're in Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Japan. Like I said, I just came over there in October to the UK, where we just launched it in the UK. So it is such an incredible opportunity to ever even be under the first 5 years in a launching company and product. You know, some things get saturated and everybody's already tried it, already heard of it. You guys are at the spear of the arrow right now with an incredible opportunity to bring awareness to this brand and this product. And the cool thing is, people just have to use it once and they come back because it works, and you can be proud of it and you can stake your name on it because it is unbelievable. This last quarter, we've also launched in Spain, Ireland, and Chile, Italy, Colombia, and Peru. There's a massive event going on Sunday in Spain, and it's going to be in Madrid. And also this weekend, they're having a launch in Rome for the Italy market. So they've been kind of in a pre-launch mode. And now that the demand is starting to build, there's going to be some big events there, just like we did for the UK. So very exciting. Here is the brands that we house under the company Riman. We have our skincare line, Incelderm. It stands for In Cellular Dermatology, and it's a premium Korean cosmeceutical grade skincare. They take holistic, EWG certified. It goes through the German Code of Standards, which was one of the most scrutinous in the world to get through. And then they pair it with a medical grade technology called a nanoliposomal technology. And I'll get a little bit more into that on the next slide. But this is advanced skincare. It helps heal the barrier. It focuses on natural holistic healing ingredients to do skin repair. Then we have what's called our Bodalab line, and that is hair care and body performance. I'll tell you a little more about that in a bit. And we have what's called Riman Farm. So understand these aren't just ingredients that have been pulled here, there, and here and white labeled and brought to you. We actually have our own smart farm, labs, research centers, an hour outside South Korea on an island called Jeju Island. And I actually, in this company, when you hit director, you get invited to go there. And so that was an incredible experience that I got to partake in. What makes our product so uniquely different is three things. Okay. The first one is that we have our own patented plant called the Biyangpool leaf. Okay. A lot of people have heard of the plant Asiatica centella, also known in South Korea as tiger's grass. It's like a pennywort. It's the size of a four-leaf clover. And the story was when tigers were in mating season, they would get scratched up. They would go roll in this grass to heal their wounds. Okay, so it has a huge medicinal healing effect to it. So keep that in mind. Chairman On, who was one of South Korea's top beauty formulators for all K-beauty companies, he got an exclusive government grant to do research with one of the few sites in the world of a UNESCO protected volcano water site. It's on Jeju water. Okay, this is water that has been sitting under a volcano for thousands and thousands of years, and it's full of minerals and antioxidants and hydrating support. And they have a lab there, and he got the only grant to do research with that water and beauty products. So he takes this water and he starts spraying it on this tiger grass, this Asiatica centella plant. And it grows from the size of a four-leaf clover into the size of the palm of my hand. And thus we have our own patented plant in our product. What other skincare company has that? And so and also most skincare, it's filled with dead or distilled water. We use the Jeju lava energy water in conjunction with our own species of plant, and it provides unbelievable healing. It soothes inflammation, helps with pigmentation, fine lines, wrinkles. It supports collagen health. The pictures here are unbelievable of the transformations. I've never seen anything like it. But what makes us so different is that we take this patented plant, we take this Jeju lava energy water, and we run it through a medical grade technology called the nanoliposome. And what that does is it would like take a strand of hair and micro size it down 450 times. So this product is going deep into your dermis layer. In Western culture, we're very abrasive on our outer layer. We use retinols. It's like a quick fix band-aid that wears down your skin barrier over time. We do lasers, harsh treatments with chemicals, medical grade, meaning you have to have a doctor over it because the actives are so harsh in a way. And so being able to have a medical grade technology with holistic healing ingredients that actually penetrate past that first layer and start really healing things, that's just, I mean, it's like the iPhone or the Tesla of skincare. We have something so incredibly different, and we have first movers advantage here to get it out. So let me take you on just a little bit to the Boda Lab. Very, I mean, we can rave all day about the skincare, but some people just can't get past the hair care. It is a vegan hair technology. It's made with desert cola, which is known as the miracle of the desert. It's a patented concentration of microalgae metallites, and it helps support hair growth and hair restoration. It removes impurities, oils, clogged pores from the scalp, and then it nourishes and hydrates it. We have unbelievable before and after pictures of hair regrowth. I was just on a call today with a woman in the UK who lifted up her hair. She said, "Never in my life have I had these baby wispies. Like my hairdresser can't believe it." So it's an incredible line. And then the other offering you guys have is the body care. It is a hyaluronic collagen in the lotion that makes you like I can't use any other lotion after I've used it. It's so hydrating and it doesn't like sit on your skin. It absorbs in and all the fragrance is so gentle for people who have fragrance issues. It's made with essential oils. So it feels like you've been to a spa, really, after you walk out of your shower. And then our Bodilab body wash, it keeps your pH intact while cleansing. And, there's an element in it that they use where they actually will go into like the ocean with oil spills. They clean up the oil, but they want to keep the environment intact. And so it's a very gentle but powerful cleanser. I love it. So here's a picture. This is a before and after picture with me. In 2022, I had a med spa membership. I was doing Botox. I was doing filler. I was doing retinols and medical grade products. And this picture that I have here in 2025, what I took after 6 weeks of using Riman. I had canceled my med spa membership because I felt like my skin was the best it had ever looked. And so it just brought back this brightness, this natural look that I think women and men are going for. I don't know about men. Men use it because we tell them to, but women, we want our skin to be healthy. We want it to be plump. We want it to be hydrated. We want it to be lifted and full and tight. And so that's the results that it gave me. And now I save a lot of money. Okay. Here are just some other pictures that you can look at. You can see in this first picture, like just the pigmentation and the brightness and the glow that it provides. In this middle picture, you can see the under eyes and the parentheses and the jowl lines. It smooths, it brightens, it tightens, it helps heal texture. And then this third picture right here, you can just see under her eyes and even the redness lifted out of her face and just restores a natural glow that we're all looking for. It's incredibly different for a company to have its own research center. We are in charge of everything from seed to bottle to delivery. And so that gives us what's called vertical integration. And it also allows us to keep a very high-end luxury product that really would be out of my budget to buy, but we're not paying a ton of different middlemen in the process. We're all under one system, one company, and we do it all. And so that really gives our consumers a trust that we're in charge of all the controllables. Like weather can't wipe our leaf out because we have smart farms that are enclosed in a safe environment. We are our own research center. We outsource and we have our own control over even our marketing and things like that. So it's just incredible the premium quality that you get delivered with such an affordable price. Here's just a little picture of the campus. I love it because you don't know how big this is until you go there. Literally have just miles of space on this island where it's just our powerhouse of the wind solar station, the Jeju Lava Center, the Byung Pool Lab, the Riman Farm, Ask Base, which is our research center that is always progressing and developing more and more formulas and optimizing what we have. Here's a little bit more video about it.
Jeju Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, shaped by fire and softened by time. Its volcanic soil and pure waters make it the perfect home for giant Byung Pool. Yet its shifting seasons demanded innovation. That's why we built Riman Farm, ensuring year-round growth and consistency. Riman Farm spans more than 160,000 square feet, home to the world's first smart farm dedicated to centella cultivation. Here, precision horticulture controls every element: light, humidity, nutrients, ensuring each plant grows with consistent potency and purity 365 days a year. Through vertical integration, Riman guarantees the same standard of care in every batch.
이러한 운영 관리 시스템은 제가 약속을 지켜내기 위한 리만만의 방식입니다. 원료에서부터 제품 개발의 모든 과정, 고객의 제품 경험까지 한결같은 정성과 품질을 전하는 것이 고객에 대한 진정한 존중이라 믿기 때문입니다.
And that was Chairman On talking. And I love his story. He was inspired one night when he walked into his daughter's bedroom and he saw her sleeping and the moonlight was hitting her skin. And he thought to himself, how could I create something that brings that childlike, glass-like glow back into the face as we age? So anyway, let me take you now on to, so you have, the greatest skincare company in the world. You have the greatest product in the world. Now, we are living in a day and age called the gig economy, where everybody's looking for another income stream, another source of even residual income, something that you can build and it can become legacy type income, where each month you're adding more customers and it's compiling on as you go with that consistency. Where will you be in 3 years? Where will you be in 5 years if you put a little effort into sharing it and you get paid to measure the ripple effect that you bring to the expansion of this? There's all sorts of ways to get paid here, and I'm not going to go in depth on the comp plan on this call because if this is something that you want to do, we have like a 45-minute in-depth comp plan, but we can make anywhere from 10 to 54% off of our retail. We can get paid if we bring in business partners who also want to get paid to expand the conversation. We can get paid off of all the effects that they bring below. We can get paid leadership matches. So if I bring in Susie and Susie's doing awesome, I actually will get a cut of her paycheck. It's an incredible income source here that we get paid off of. There's revenue share, there's leadership match, and what's called open group volume, which is if somebody were to hit your same level, you get paid more off of those who you are continually developing. So here's just a little chart on it. Here are the levels in which you can climb in the business. The affiliate level is called planner, manager, and senior manager. Affiliate means that you have a link and you're not building up other people in the business, but you're just selling. And you can move through your sales, anywhere up to 30 to 40% margin. That's incredible. Most girls I know on Instagram or TikTok, they're making like pennies on the dollar with clothes or Amazon links or things that they're trying to sell. So that spread of commission here is absolutely amazing. Now, one cool thing about this is in that affiliate level, once you hit that, so for example, when you first come in, you're making 10%. When you do 3,000 in sales, you move into what's called manager, and now you're making 20%. When you do 6,000 in sales, you move into senior manager. You're making 30%. Once you hit that, you never lose it. And you have 3 months where you can do that. And if you don't hit it in 3 months, it's called a rolling volume. The first month rolls off and you have the next month to hit it. Another really cool thing about this level is that we also have retail bonuses worked in. So if you did, 2,000 in sales and you were a senior manager making 30%, The company's going to add an extra 5% commission on that. So now you're making 35% commission. So there's all sorts of ways to get paid here. You don't have to carry auto ships. It's only $20 to become an affiliate to do this. I'm sorry, pounds, and I think it might be more in the 30s for I just did this presentation for North America and I drew this slide. It's not much more in pounds for the UK and European markets. But ways that and then let's go into team leader real quick. If you do want to build a team, which I highly recommend, that's my favorite part of doing this is getting to work with like-minded individuals with the same goals. We all, utilize these calls together, we do training together, we set up events together. It's so fun. But if you were to help three other people hit senior manager, and it could be someone that you signed in who signed someone else in, and then someone you sign in, and then but it's three legs. They're different legs, and there's three senior managers that hit that, and you have 50,000 in sales as a team together, you move into what's called team leader. And at that, your commission goes up off everything you buy, off of everything you sell, off of your revenue share, your leadership matches, all the things. So that team leader rank on average here at Ramon makes anywhere between 5 to 8,000 pounds a month. That is a very substantial income. I hit team leader myself, I think with 2.5 months, because when I came out of the gate, I was looking for other women like me who were looking for an opportunity. And so then we kind of all moved together with that volume versus me selling a lot to try and get there. I created a team. I thought about women I'd want to travel with, work with every day, talk to, even if it's on Zoom. So then as you move through the ranks, we have director, senior director, national director. That's all more in a comp plan. But ways you can do this, we train and we have so much fun with K-pop parties. That's simply inviting a couple of women over and taking them through the ritual. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you can get the product on somebody's face, they pretty much buy. It is a very high buy ratio if they can just experience it. A lot of things, a lot of people like to do vendor shows. Last weekend, I drove 5 hours to meet a teammate in Oklahoma City. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Oklahoma, but we set up a booth. We sold 21 rituals in 2 days. That made it worth it for us. And we had so much fun and we got tons of leads and conversations going from a vendor show. A lot of my UK women, they'll set up at bridal shows or craft fairs, things like that. Social media, a lot of people have a bricks and mortar business. I have med spas that use this, but they also want another income stream where they can show before and afters. And they love that they can have a link and put it out on their Instagram and people can order and the company will drop ship it for them. It's just another income stream in a niche that they're already doing. Borrow bags. This is why when I show you how you can get started, it's important not just to have product for yourself, but to have a backup set for a K-pop party or to allow a woman a borrow bag, which is, she can keep it for 3 days. And then you get another woman to take it from her and another woman to take it for her. So you're passing around a set. And I started with borrow bags. I was talking to women, but I had a borrow bag going around town. And every time my borrow bag left a woman, I saw an order come through. They did not want that product to leave them. So it's a very powerful little way if you'll get an extra set. And then always inviting people to these calls to share the opportunity with them. And once you join the business, we have an orientation call that we do every Tuesday that helps you set goals, that teaches you more about the comp plan, about the opportunities that you have to get set up with your back office and begin utilizing the system that we have for you here. So here are, and I'm sorry, this picture is a little blurry, but in the UK market, this is once you sign on as a planner these are your options of different, what we call starter kits. You only have, well, in them also, it comes with some free product. And so you have your skincare. But if you think about it, if you think about that senior manager where you need 6,000 in volume, think about if you bought an advanced kit and then five other people bought an advanced kit, right there, you're senior manager. If you just wanted to break it down like that, that's very simple. I believe five people is a team, right? A lot of people, I'm a big basketball player. You got five people, you got a team. And so five people coming in at that advanced kit, or maybe three of them do, and then you sell product to cover the rest of that. But you've just unlocked the top of the affiliate program with that. And then you've got business partners who are working their way to senior manager, everyone bringing in volume. You'll be a team leader before you know it. One really cool thing about Riman is they're always incentivizing people and doing trips. And the one that you guys are working for right now, you get points as you sell things, you get points as you move through the ranks. I personally just got back from Costa Rica 2 weeks ago on a Riman retreat. It was unbelievable. We're not even halfway through the year, and I just qualified to go to the Bahamas. Well, you guys can qualify to go to Monaco, and that will be your trip, your Remont trip in the spring of 20 to 2027. The trips are amazing. Remont just spoils you rotten, and you build these relationships. You get to have conversations with the leaders. It's just, you don't want to miss this. I mean, why not? If this is your company, if this is your business, go all out and reward yourself. My husband absolutely loves this part of my job because he gets to go on trips that I earned. So, you know, Remon is way more than skincare. We are in a K-beauty global movement right now. And if we just wake up excited to share, to use it, to talk about it, to demo it each day, this is the most incredible opportunity financially that I think is out there right now. And so this is the expansion that we just had and what's coming up. And I want to invite you because, I've been to London twice. I'm looking at hopefully coming over to Spain soon and Italy. Ireland, I'm hoping I'll get to come to soon. But I want to invite you across the pond to come to our Remon convention in August. It's August 7th through 9th. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be in Las Vegas. And if you haven't come over to the United States, this is a one crazy place to come where you can mark it off your list. But it really, I feel like you just got to hold on tight till you can get to your first convention because then you can feel it, you can envision it, you can look at other people having success, which tells you if they can do it, I can do it. You learn so much. The conversations are so powerful, and you just feel like you made the right choice in your home. And it makes you fall even more in love with this company and the people and what you get to wake up and share every day. So I'm just grateful that this opportunity came into my life, that I got to be in the first 3 years of a launch in North America. And if you're sitting on this call right now, you just have no idea what's possible and what kind of opportunity you have in your hands. And so I'd encourage you, use the product, get the product, and then engage into the system, engage into your leaders, and just go with momentum. Speed loves momentum. Momentum loves speed. And if you just approach this every day with enthusiasm and looking for those people like me, who was a single mom, who wanted that financial win, but didn't want to go get a 9 to 5, didn't want to call in sick to, have my daughter's in the other room right now. It's summer. I got to let her sleep in. She woke up. I quickly got to make her breakfast before coming on this call. Like, I'm living the dream right now of what they call time freedom. And so I'm so grateful for it. And there's other women like me, there's other women like you, and men who are looking for this opportunity. And All I have to do is just keep sharing it. Just keep sharing it. And those people that are looking, they're going to put their hand up. They're going to say yes. And locking arms with people with the same passion and mission as you just makes this short life we have here a little bit more enjoyable and exciting. So, guys, thank you so much for your time and attention tonight. Make sure if you have any contacts in Spain or Italy that you get with your leaders about the events that they have going on. And then hopefully we will see you back here next Tuesday for an orientation. Have a good evening.